Hello and welcome to Toy Vet episode 26. This is a show where I react to upcoming toy releases. I have here a list of upcoming toy releases that I saw, knew I would want to take a second look at them, and instead of taking the second look, I put them on this list, and I'm taking that second look here with you. So for the most part, this is fairly fresh stuff for me. Let's get right into it. As you can see, I've been talking the last couple weeks about how I've been struggling to fill up my episodes, but I'm doing good. I actually have next week almost filled up, so we're doing better on that front. So let's jump right into this. From Toys R Evil, we have a couple pictures here from Mutant Vinyl Hardcore, which I've talked about before on the show. One of the things that got me into an interest in this hobby years ago. They have this figure, which is a lot different than their other figures. Pochari-chan. As you can see, most of their other figures are these like monstrous, disgusting figure type stuff going on. But this is a cute guy. All these ones in their example picture here are pretty cool. This guy's pretty cool too, and they're sold out. But yeah, pretty neat. Next, these are toys from a convention. I saw a bunch of these on Toys R Evil. Don't really know much about them, just put their picture on here. I think the toy company is called Arlux, or whatever this guy is. This samurai guy is pretty cool. Not into this, just because I'm not super into Transformers and not super into stuff that looks like licenses anyway. But it is a cool figure. I like how it's like wearing a jacket. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I put this on here mainly for the samurai guy. Not super into him, but he's pretty cool looking. His shoes are very nice. I wonder if I have a better picture of him coming up, or something with more content to it. But I don't think there was much. I think all I could really figure out in my brief looking into this guy was he's going to be at this Toy-Con. Didn't really follow much info beyond that, I don't think. So I might not have anything else, but we'll see. It's called Android Q TechWear Elite. Pretty cool figure. Okay, so here I have something with a little more detail on him. He has his feet and hands are magnetic, which is really cool, and his head, and some of his accessories. At first, I didn't even notice that huge sword he has, which is interesting. Not the katana, but the other big sword he's carrying. The Burger-kun figure I have from Happy Class, which is X-kun, also has the same magnetic thing going on. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it does. It definitely has removable stuff. Maybe it's just the feet. I'm going to check. Hang on a second. Yeah, the X-kun figure I have has magnetic feet, kind of similar to this. Pretty cool feature. So there's a closer look at this figure, and we can see it's from Arlux Customs. So that's a little better than my first entry there. Let's see what else we got here. Moving through these. Another thing from Arlux Customs unicorn, and this series style of figure from them has a name too. What is it? I'm not sure. I love the look of this. I think it's a reference, maybe a reference to Gundam Unicorn. Let's see. It says RX-0 Unicorn. Is that? Yeah, okay. So it is a reference to Gundam Unicorn, which I'm not really into Gundam and I'm not really into references. So, but this is a great looking figure. And they do have other figures in this line. Maybe we'll run into them. Or maybe we'll come back. Let's keep moving on because I think we might run into it. Here's some more stuff from Arlux Customs that's going to be at ToyCon. These Mythfits I'm not really into. I put this on here for the dogs, although I'm not totally into it because I'm not like a dog lover at all, but they're pretty cool looking. Let's keep going because I think I might run into more info on some of the stuff I want to see. All right. These are more stuff from Arlux Customs. Bits. They look pretty cool. I like the ones up front more than the ones in the back, actually. The ones up front are cool. The ones in the back I'm not really into. Sniper Bot, kind of cool. I sort of wish he didn't have the game controller on his head. I think I'd like him better without it, actually. Let's keep going and see if we run into more info on any of this stuff. Okay, I'm not going to. So, yeah. So I had a bunch of stuff here from Arlux Customs, and I don't have a ton of info on it. Just showing the pictures, really. If you're interested, look them up, I guess. Bits, Cyber Skulls, NQ. So maybe these are Cyber Skulls and these are different series. That would make sense because these are quite different. So I like those Cyber Skulls. Let's just look on here, Arlux Customs Instagram, and see if they have a store. I don't think they do. Let's click on this. Yeah, they don't seem to have a store. Let's see. So maybe these are called Cyber Skulls too. Guys with the guns. The guns are really cool. They remind me a lot of this video game I played for a while called Combat Master. You can get guns like that. Sniper Bot. Cyber Skulls. Okay, I guess that's what they're called, whether they have guns or not. These guys do have guns. The ones we were looking at before seem to not have guns too. Interesting. Obviously they have a lot of references. They have these Deadpool ones. They have this Clone Wars one. So, yeah, interesting stuff from Arlux Customs. Seems to be everything I was looking at is at this ToyCon, but they have some cool lines. I'd love to see like something from that Cyber Skull line that's just their colorways. Maybe we'll run into something like that in the future. Anyway, I'm going to keep it moving tonight. We have Virus Suites Figure Collection 2. Let's translate this. So this is from Gashapon Bandai. There's a mall near me, the American Dream Mall, that has a Gashapon store. Pretty cool. And I'm going to be talking about that in the future for a project on this channel, so I won't go into it too much now, but I'll just mention it. It's pretty cool. This snack is kind of strange. Matcha animitsu, custard. I don't get where these are coming, what the sweets part is. The virus, I guess these are supposed to be like viruses. They are cool figures though. I do like them. I feel like if I actually lived really close to this Gashapon store and I ran into these, I might try to pick one up. I'm going to put them on my list for that reason. That mall is relatively close to me. It's actually a far drive, but relatively close. Oh, I put the Google Translate. Let's put this actual Twitter post. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to buy them on an online store, but like I said, if I ran into them, I might pick one up. So I'll put it on my list just because of that. All right, let's keep it moving tonight. Disney Stitch series, interesting food handbag. I put this on here because I'm not into Disney or Lilo and Stitch, but it's a bag, and I've talked about stuff like this on the show before. I find this format interesting of like blind bags or something that's useful, not just a toy, but like a bag or a backpack or something. These are so similar, my brain is not even registering them as different at first. That one's a little different, obviously. Yeah. Do they come with something inside them? It looks like they do. Unless these are just props and you don't actually get this stuff. I don't know. Kind of looks like you get some mini food in there, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, not into it at all, but just find it interesting that it's a bag. And if I ever ran into like something like this, that was something I was already looking for, like say I was looking for a bag of this size and I ran into blind box version of it that wasn't Disney or Stitch or whatever, I'd be very interested in picking something up like that. Like say I needed a case for my headphones or something and this suddenly found blind box headphone cases that wasn't branded like this. That would be cool. So that's why I'm taking a look at that. Plus it comes with a little food inside it, and that kind of reminded me of some other stuff we've looked at in the recent memory that I thought was pretty cool. Like a couple weeks ago we had there was little dolls in a bag that came with food, I think, in this little clear bag. Interesting stuff. Anyway, Copiapoa Mudball Blind Box Series by Robin Huang. This was a cool thing to put on my list because I looked at it. I was like, it looks kind of cool. I have no clue what it is. And I was just like, put it right on the list. So I didn't spend any time trying to figure out what it is. So I'm looking forward to taking a closer look at this now. They almost look like little amoebas splitting apart or cells splitting apart. Great black and white color scheme. Six regulars and one secret. Do these look a little like handmade, hand-painted? Are they handmade, hand-painted? I wonder. That might explain the cost, $33, and they look very small. Like if this is a little makeup brush or something, that means this is a really small dude. Like 2 inches tall, and he's $33. So if each one's handmade, hand-painted or whatever, that one looks a little more professionally produced or not hand-painted. I don't know. I'm going to take a look at the brand real quick. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to search for... Ooh, that guy's kind of cool. It's like a heart brain. It's like his heart is guiding his brain. That's pretty cool. I'm going to search for Robin Huang and see if we get any other results there that might give us a clue. No. Let's look at this guy next. Yeah, so these are interesting. They're expensive. They appear to be small. I don't know for sure how big they are, but based on these pictures, they appear to be small. Pretty neat little figures. I don't know if I'd get them because of the price, but I'm going to put them on my list just because I do think they're pretty cool looking. Alright, then we got an unplanned thing here. Kokoro Mage version by J.D. Wong. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how it's like he's thinking with his heart, I guess. And it says, doing what you love. Born to Rewild. Yeah, interesting guy. You know what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick before I forget. Insert one row above. I'll put this on here so you have a link in the show notes, because this is where I get the show notes from. Yeah, interesting figure. I'm not super interested in it, but it's cool. And it looks like there was a whole series of them. With different accessories and stuff. Like a guy with flowers. That's cool. He's like he's following his heart and giving flowers to some girl. Interesting. Alright, here's an interesting one for us. Next up, Donald Duck with Daisy blind box series. As I've said before, not really into Disney, so I'm not into this at all really, but I just thought it was interesting that it's like Japanese, Disney, Donald Duck stuff, and then it was Donald Duck and Daisy specifically. I just wanted to take a quick look at what it was. I wonder if you get both of them in a box, because they seem to be a match pair, like you get them at the movie theater. Shopping. Not sure what's going on there. But he's either holding his tongue himself or he's been silenced by her. Posing for a picture. It looks like you just get one, but you can end up matching them up. Although where does this one come in? I don't see that on the box. Maybe that's a secret. 2 secrets. Oh yeah, that is. You can see their silhouette right there. I'm not sure how I feel about when they reveal secrets in these displays on websites. Should they keep them secret, keep them a mystery, or just show what they are right on the website when you're ordering them? I kind of wish they wouldn't do it in a way. Although it's cool to see what they are, and you might even buy some of them or the set because you saw it. So I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. But I think I want to lean towards keeping them secret. I don't know. But then I'd probably never see most of them. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on that. Alright, so I went through those very fast. Hope that's okay tonight. Just something I wanted to do tonight for a couple reasons. Next, we'll take a look at the 2 companies we look at every week to end the show. First up's Mechnoise. Doesn't look like they have anything new except for Evangelion stuff that I'm not into. So, skip them. Galaxy people, though, I've been looking at them through the week instead of just on the show because I don't want to miss what they're doing because I might jump on something. And that didn't disappoint this week. So I think we actually need to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posts from them. Very cool. This is Spider Tank Arak. This is a debut figure from Galaxy People. This is very exciting to me. The first edition of this figure is coming in just straight up black Sofubi, no paint, and a glow-in-the-dark pilot head. And you get a random head from 3 choices. Vertius, Herod, or Zorg. I don't know which one's which. They look incredible. They are 5,000 yen plus the cheaper shipping to the US is like 2,500 yen or some 2,000 yen or something. The total price is like $50. I already calculated it with shipping. You can order up to 3, and if you order more than 1, he does make sure you have different heads. So that is nice. And it's interesting how he words it. It's available online from Friday, June 13th to June 20th. Okay, here, he does say that it's a finite run, but he sort of, and just the fact that you can order 3, he makes sure you get different heads. It just makes it sound like it wasn't a finite run, just a time-limited run, but he does say it's a finite run, so I guess he could sell out before the 20th. I think these are fairly small. I want to try to look into how small they are, though, here with you guys, possibly. Let's look at the other posts, though. Maybe they'll give us some clues to that. So it's interesting, it says this is his 4th vehicle. I've seen other vehicles from him. The main thing I'm interested in from Galaxy People is his bigger humanoid figures, but his vehicles have always looked cool to me. This doesn't really give us a clue to the size. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, great looking figure. I did notice it appears to only have 6 legs, which is interesting. It looks great though. It's got little weapons down here. Mouth, I think, maybe? And then the pilot is just a head. Let's look at this. There's a little preview of some of the glow-in-the-dark action of the heads. And before we move on to whatever that is, let's go to the store. This is where you can actually just buy them online. Oh, man, they're sold out. That's insane. So they sold out in 1 day. Oh, man. That's crazy. Especially since he said specifically he had more than usual to give people a chance to get them. I guess this is why I do have to look at this through the week if I want to jump on something like this. Oh, I can see here it does have 8 legs. That's good. I wasn't sure I wanted to say something, but I was almost going to say it bothered me that it only had 6 legs. But I can see here it does have 8 legs. That's great. Yeah, you can see here, especially as we turn right. Where is it? Let's see. Yeah, you can see right there the 4th leg in the back. So I was thinking about jumping on these. I'm kind of waiting for them to release a big figure and get that as my last hurrah I've talked about of big figures. But this is just so tempting because it's such a cool figure. Although part of me was like, I might like it better as a future release with paint on it. But the black looks incredible, and it also really works for a spider character. So I was thinking about jumping on this. Don't have to worry about it now. Sold out in 1 day, because I think they started the sale yesterday. June 14th. So it's June 14th here in America. I think it was June 14th in Japan, probably yesterday or something. Let's see. Time in Japan. Right now it's 11 a.m. tomorrow, the 15th. So let's see. 6/14, 11 a.m. in Japan. Or was it p.m.? 11 p.m. So 11 p.m. Is Japan 14 hours ahead of us? 14 hours ahead. Okay. Sorry, I'm blanking on converting this or knowing this. So they're 14 hours ahead. So 14 hours. So on June 13th at 11 a.m. So I guess at 9 a.m. Yeah, at 9 a.m. on June 13th here on the East Coast of America is when these started selling. I wonder when they sold out. I don't think they were sold out when I looked at them a couple days ago. But maybe it was a pre-order at that time, actually. Yeah, I was planning on being disciplined and not pulling the trigger, but I was getting really pumped looking at them tonight, so I was once again thinking about just going for it, but don't have to worry about it now. Anyway, great figure. Sad it's sold out. Not sure I would have bought one because I want to save my money for one of their big figures, but I love these vehicle figures from them. I'd love to get one at some point, and this is a great one. And despite it being not painted, it really works, and it's really cool with the glow-in-the-dark head, too. Great figure, great release. Wish I could have got one. Not sure I would have pulled the trigger, but still wish I could have got one. Anyway, let's go back to their Instagram, because they have another new post. I haven't seen this post at all. At Tokyo 25 tomorrow, Fig Lab will launch an entire fleet of space vehicles from Galaxy People in the classic Fig Lab Millennial Monsters colorway. Collect them all. Okay. So, I guess Fig Lab is a company that painted a set of vehicles from Galaxy People. They look awesome. I guess these are the 3 other vehicles that were mentioned in the other post, with the new spider tank being the 4th. So this isn't a full set. It's not an entire fleet because it doesn't have a spider tank. So I guess the other vehicles are a Galaxy. Let's see if we can match them up. Censorship. Ooh, get it? Is that supposed to be a pun? That's definitely this one, because this pilot guy is called Censorbat, and he has this on his chest, I think, or somewhere. Let's see if we can see him right here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. He's got that on his chest, so that's definitely the Censorship. Cephalopod is definitely this squid-like thing. And Galaxy Interceptor must be this one. Yeah, they look great. I really like this. Ooh, we can match up who the pilots are here. Although, these aren't the pilots that were, besides Herod, these aren't the pilots that were available for the spider tank. Mechlops. Yeah. I like that character, Mechlops. If they bring out a new big Mechlops, I might jump on it. Censorbat on the Censorship. Makes sense. And Herod in the Galaxy Interceptor. So that's that guy. So let's go back and look at this. That doesn't match up, does it? Galaxy Interceptor, Pilot Herod, and then on these posts, it says you get a Viridius, Zorg, or Herod, but that guy is not one of the guys we see here. We don't see the Herod head. Interesting. Is that a typo? Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Crocky, Drexel, and a new colorway for single. This is Drexel, I'm pretty sure, because I've looked at that before. So that makes me think this is called Crocky. Is that what we're seeing here? Single eye. Does this have a single eye? No. Just trying to solve this mystery. Since I really like Galaxy people, spend a little time on this for a minute. That's definitely Mechlops. That's Viridius, the bug guy. There's what I'm looking for. See this guy right here. Single eye with the split head. What is his name? Helios. Yeah, that's a Helios. That's not a Herod. So we did not solve the mystery of what a Herod is. Which one's Herod? The bug guy, that's Viridius. Okay, we can see Zorg. Zorg is the monkey. So Herod is that, whatever that is. I can't really see it clearly. Can we see it clearly in any of these? Not really. Yeah, that's weird. I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna comment off the air because I don't know if it's gonna display my real name when I comment. Here, hang on. I'm gonna turn the display off. See what my name is. Oh. I don't know. I'll comment off the air because I don't want to dox myself too much. All right, let's. Okay, so the only way you get these is at the at this event, which looks like it's in Japan or China or somewhere. Location. Let's see what the location is. Let's use this. Text. Detect language. New Taipei City. Okay, so I guess that's probably the only way to get it. Well, let's go to Fig Lab and go to their store. They might not have a store. They might just show up to these festivals. Yeah. So I guess there's no way to obtain these guys online, unless maybe they don't sell and they offer them later, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like they even have an online store. Very cool colorways of the 3 other vehicles though. We have a mystery with the heads. I'm going to comment on that in a second. Yeah. Cool stuff happening with Galaxy people. I hope there's a lot more this year, and I hope to jump on something from them this year as part of my last hurrah project I've talked about. I'm going to sign off for the night, though. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.